Now you know the 5 mistakes you can make. Let's talk about the 5 tips to winning your fibromyalgia disability claim. First, treat with a specialist in fibromyalgia. The disability carrier will be skeptical of a fibromyalgia claim if the diagnosis is made by a physician that just doesn't specialize in fibromyalgia. I've found that my clients have greater success in winning their claims if they're treating with a rheumatologist. If you aren't, please call my office if I represent you, and I'll make a referral. Take your medication as prescribed and follow your physician's instructions. Your physician has prescribed medication and other treatment modalities to help you with your fibromyalgia symptoms. If you refuse or just don't follow your physician's instructions, the carrier might just deny your claim on the basis that you're not getting appropriate treatment or just not cooperating. That's a legitimate reason to deny your claim, and it leaves the door open for the disability carrier to argue that you might improve if you took your medications or were compliant. Continue to get medical care. Even if you've lost your health insurance, you have to continue to get medical care while your claim is pending, and even if your claim has been denied. Providing the disability carrier with updated medical records and records that show a progression of your problems can be very helpful to your claim. If I represent you, call me today if you're no longer able to afford medical care, as I can make suggestions as to where you can get free or low-cost medical care. Send me all the forms you or your physicians have been asked to complete by the disability carrier for my review, if I represent you, before forms are submitted to the disability carrier. The disability carrier is going to be sending you lots of forms to complete during the application stage of a disability claim, and even after you've been put on claim by the carrier. These forms are not easy to complete. For example, you might be sent a form asking you to document your problems and how those symptoms impact your functionality. So one of the questions you might be asked is, do you drive a car? Well, you can answer yes or no and explain how fatigue or the side effects of medication impair your ability to drive. Remember the video about your credibility? Many disability carriers will compare what you said about your symptoms and functionality on the forms you completed to what's in your medical records. I can't emphasize enough the need for consistency. Make sure that your physician supports your claim, knows how to fill out an APS form properly, and won't get on the phone with the carrier's peer review provider and be talked into saying that you can work in a sedentary capacity. Before you file for disability, ask your physician if they support your claim and whether they'll fill out forms for the disability carrier. If the answer is no to either of those questions, call me immediately. I'll help you find a physician who will be supportive of your case. Remember to tell your physician not to accept calls from the disability carrier's medical peer review team and to contact me immediately if I'm representing you. Have your physician ask that any questions from the peer review team be put in writing so that your physician has the time to properly answer the questions and aren't forced into concluding that you could work in a sedentary occupation. And of course, if I represent you, I want to review your physician's response before it's submitted to the disability carrier. Far too many times, treating physicians are intimidated by insurance company physicians, or the insurance company physician will flat out lie about what your physician had to say. Asking that the disability carrier put their medical questions in writing is a far better approach to handling the disability carrier's medical questions. After all, the disability carrier's doctor wouldn't be contacting your physician if they were going to continue to pay your benefits. They're fishing for reasons to deny or terminate your benefits. Follow those tips and you'll get the benefits you deserve.